Hi everyone and welcome to this draw with me kind of chatty video. This page is just completely random. I don't know where this came from. Well, actually, I do know where it came from, but I'll get into that. But yeah, I think I really just want to talk about how I feel like I'm really starting to have fun with my sketchbooks again. I kind of feel like for a period of time, maybe the past couple of months, I was feeling perhaps a bit uninspired and not feeling as creative as I usually do. So normally when that happens, I would opt to draw things that I am comfortable with, which is completely okay because that keeps me drawing, it keeps me happy. But when I look back, I can see, maybe I wasn't really having as much fun as I could have. My comfort zone is definitely drawing portraits and really colourful ones at that. And I think I was doing a lot of those. But the problem with that is when I'm just drawing a portrait or something maybe bust up, I feel like I don't have as much room to kind of express myself. I mean, there's only so much you can do with a face, right? I mean, it's great when I'm practicing expressions because there's so much going on there. You can tell a story with just a look. It'd really been on my mind for the past while that my pages don't really tell a story or like connected to each other. It's just random portraits, and I really wanted to do something that really looks like it could be a full illustration, and that kind of makes sense. So as usual, I would normally go to Pinterest to see if anything inspires me, or, I can pick up on a reference that I could use. Maybe it's a pose or, a piece of clothing that I really enjoyed. And I don't know how this was in my Pinterest home feed, but I saw a picture of John Cena, and he is wearing this absolutely adorable crop top. I haven't actually seen the movie that this is from. I think it's called Playing with Fire. But yeah, I saw the picture and I just knew that I had to draw it. Like, there's just no reason for it. I just knew I had to draw it. But then I was really struggling to think, well, what can I actually do with the rest of the page? I mean, what really ties in with John Cena wearing a My Little Pony crop top? See, this is where I'm really proud of myself because my brain actually started trying to think creatively. And I thought to myself, well, the pony that he has on his top is quite small. I won't really be able to get any detail in there. So how about I draw that specific pony beside him? Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I didn't know the name of this pony. I had to Google it, and I'm not sure if I should be ashamed of myself because I was born in the 80s. My Little Pony was huge. I had the toys. I don't know if Celestia existed back then, but I had no idea who she was. I also don't draw ponies or horses in general, so I went looking for a reference that I could use, and I found a statue of Celestia. It's a toy. I'll show it up here. But I didn't really like the way it looked, like her face. And I obviously want to put my own style and spin on it. So I used this pose and tried to create it in my style, whatever my style is in pony art. This was a real winging it, no pun intended, process because I kind of had no vision for it. I just wanted to go with the flow and really hope for the best, and I didn't put that much pressure on myself, which is really, really surprising because I had already drawn John Cena and I was loving how it was looking, and I obviously didn't want to ruin the page. Anyway, that doesn't really matter because I'm really happy with how the sketch turned out. Once I had finished my sketch though, I feel like that's when I was really able to have fun, and brings me to the topic of feeling like I'm starting to have fun with my sketchbook again. I think I put a lot of unnecessary stress on myself when it comes to my sketchbook, and I know I've talked about this so many times, but I really think it is worth talking about it over and over and over again, because I know a lot of people go through, sketchbook fear and kind of freezing up when they have to tackle a new page, or maybe even feeling like it's some sort of a chore. And yes, I've obviously felt those feelings so many times. Maybe it takes drawing something that you are not used to, or something you would never possibly consider or think about, for you to actually feel like you can let go and have fun with it. Because if you make a mistake, it's not that big a deal because it's not your comfort zone, right? So if I decided to draw something in my comfort zone and I made a mistake, then oh my god, I would just lose it, right? Because if I can't draw something that I'm used to, what the hell is going on? But if I'm drawing something that is new and completely random, I feel like I can just let go of that mindset. And that is something that definitely happened with this drawing. Once I had done the sketch and I moved on to the colors, I just knew that I could have as much fun as I wanted with it. I really wanted to push the magic of it and just the pure sparkliness of it. And I really, really feel like I just allowed myself to relax and just let loose and do whatever I wanted, because I knew it was going to be silly and fun. It's not a serious picture. It's not me trying to take anything seriously. And maybe that's the problem with my comfort zone sketches. I don't know if any of this is making any sense, but if I am making some sense to you, please let me know that I am not going crazy. So it's actually a few weeks since I actually did this drawing, and I'm only just getting around to editing it now. But I found since then I have done maybe 3 or 4 pages in this sketchbook afterwards, and I've noticed a shift in how I am drawing. My art is definitely messier, more chaotic, there's more flow, there's more use of color. I'm using bolder colors, more saturated colors, darker colors. Because, if you're a regular viewer of this channel, you'll notice that I use a lot of pastel colors, really soft shades and tones. And, it's quite scary to use saturated colors, especially dark colors with markers. You kind of feel like there's no going back if you make a mistake. But yeah, ever since this particular spread, I've just been having more fun and not holding back on my color choices and the way I actually draw. And I'm sitting here thinking, was it really that simple all this time? Did I really just need to draw something random and silly and fun to just kind of get over myself? And yeah, I think the answer to that is yes. So just to give a little bit of context of how long it has taken me to get to this point, this is the end of my second sketchbook since using markers. So we're talking about approximately 120 pages, and it's taken me that long to figure out how to actually have fun. This is definitely the kind of page where if I asked you to guess my age based on this drawing, you would never know how old I am. You would never guess. And that's what I really love about it. I think you can really tell that I really enjoyed this process. And, I threw caution to the wind. I didn't have any worries with it. I added so many sparkles and stars. I drew a man wearing a crop top. I drew a pony when I don't draw ponies. Who even am I? I don't know, but that's enough rambling for this video. I really, really hope that you have enjoyed this process and my weird epiphany. I promise that my next video will make much more sense. So thank you for watching, and I will see you then.